Good evening friends, study with Apala, Engineering and General Geology, Parvin Singh book. In chapter 6, structural feature of rocks, only two main plunge as a basis. So in this only two main types are recognized, the plunging folds and the non-plunging folds. Plunging folds, any folds in which fold axis is not horizontal. Example, it make an angles with the horizontal may be described as a plunging fold. To be specific, it may be described as a plunging anticlines or synclines. To be further specific, it may be described as an anticlines or synclines or whatsoever types it may be, so plunging at a particular angles in a particular direction. Or non-plunging folds, any folds in which the axis of fold is essentially the horizontal. For example, the folding condition continue indefinitely. Indefinitely in the directions of the axis of the folds is specifically described as a non-plunging fold of whatever main type is it may be. So in figure, so a few types of plungings and non-plunging folds. This is important folds. Many times question asked from this area, anticline and non-plunging. So here change in axial planes, mid synclines, non-plungings, B2 plungings, B1 non-plunging. Profile of the fold surface. Folds may develop distinctly different profiles as seen in cross section. Sharp angles broadly covered that flat-topped semi-cylindricals or even ellipticals, and so on. Hence, the shape of the folds is also made a convenient basis of classification of folds: chevron folds, conjugate folds, cuspate folds, cylindrical folds. Chevron folds, these are characterized with well-defined sharp hinge point and straight planar limbs. Conjugate folds, these are composite folds characterized with two hinge and three planar limbs, in which the central limbs is exceptionally flattened, in some cases giving a typical box-like appearance to the folds. The last type of folds are sometimes special reference as box fold. Cuspate folds. The limbs of the folds are not planar, they are quite clearly curved, becoming concave upwards in the case of anticlines and concave downwards in the case of synclines. The hinge zones are therefore not very sharp. The cylindrical folds resemble section of pipes and have very well defined axis of folds repeated parallel to each other. In fact, the fold is in which repetitions of axis parallel to themselves is not possible are classed as non-cylindrical. So chevron folds indicate limbs planar, hinge acute. B. Conjugate folds, three planar limbs and two hinge. Cuspate folds, inner surface concave, upward anticlines and downwards inclines. Common shape of folds surface. Okay, thank you.